What happens when the most powerful office in the world collides with the most disruptive financial technology of the 21st century? Not as a matter of policy, but as a matter of personal profit? We are navigating a political and financial scandal so unprecedented, so perfectly tailored to our digital age, that it reads like a pulp thriller. The accusation is stark, shocking, and dripping with modern relevance, that the former president of the United States, Donald J. Trump, effectively turned the White House into a high-throughput crypto ATM, soliciting millions in digital currency from foreign powers and special interests seeking favor. This is the explosive charge leveled by Democratic Congressman Jamie Raskin, and it is not just another political broadside. It is a case study that forces us to stare directly at the terrifying, ungoverned intersection of absolute political power and the pseudo-anonymous, borderless world of cryptocurrency. This is the story of cash for access, rewritten in blockchain code. To understand the gravity of this, we must first step back from the partisan fray and look at the unique properties of cryptocurrency in the context of corruption. Traditional bribery has a paper trail. Wire transfers leave records with banks. Suitcases of cash are bulky, risky, and traceable. But cryptocurrency, particularly privacy coins or funds routed through mixers, offers something dangerously attractive to those seeking undue influence, a veneer of deniability and a path of obfuscation. A foreign national can purchase Bitcoin on an exchange halfway across the globe, send it through a series of wallets, and have it land in a digital wallet ostensibly controlled by a politically exposed person. The transaction is recorded forever on a public ledger. Yes, but connecting the real-world identity of the sender to the recipient can be a forensic nightmare. For a sitting president, whose financial dealings are supposed to be under intense scrutiny, this could represent a theoretical back-channel of staggering proportions. Raskin's core allegation is that this wasn't theory, it was practice. The framework of the accusation rests on two pillars, each more damning than the last. The first is the sheer, unprecedented volume of crypto payments flowing to Trump-associated entities, notably the Trump National Committee, during his presidency and after. Investigations have pointed to millions of dollars in cryptocurrency donations, a significant portion of which were later traced back to wallets with connections to foreign IP addresses, including nations with adversarial relationships to the United States. The timing of these inflows is critical. Large surges often coincided with key policy decisions or moments of geopolitical tension. The question Raskin forces into the open is, were these donations or were they payments? Was the MAGA movement being funded by grassroots patriots, or was it being bankrolled in part by foreign actors purchasing a digital IOU from the most powerful man in the world? The use of crypto provided a perfect camouflage, allowing foreign money to be dressed up as the organic, decentralized support of the American people. The second pillar is the deliberate dismantling of ethical guardrails. Reports indicate that during the Trump administration, processes for vetting the source of digital donations were lax at best. Unlike fiat donations, which undergo standard banking checks, many of these crypto contributions were accepted with minimal Know Your Customer (KYC) verification, exploiting a regulatory gray zone. Furthermore, Trump's persistent refusal to divest from his business empire created a perpetual conflict of interest, a blurry line where the financial health of the Trump brand and the political decisions of the Trump administration could coexist. In this environment, a large crypto donation to a political committee could be seen as an indirect boost to the overall Trump ecosystem, a way to curry favor without writing a check directly to a hotel. Raskin's metaphor of the crypto ATM is chillingly apt. Insert your digital coin, and out comes political access, policy shifts, or simply the warm glow of presidential recognition. But to see this only as a Trump story is to miss the vast, chilling precedent it sets. This is a stress test for democracy in the digital age. It reveals a gaping vulnerability in our political finance laws, which were built for a world of checks, disclosures, and bank ledgers. Cryptocurrency can flow around these barriers like water around stone. If a sitting president can passively or actively solicit millions in untraceable digital assets from hostile foreign powers, What remains of the concept of national sovereignty? What does foreign interference mean when the currency of influence is a stateless digital token? This scandal isn't about one man. It's about exposing a critical flaw in the operating system of modern governance. It demonstrates how a technology built for financial freedom can be weaponized for political corruption at the highest conceivable level. The defense from Trump's allies has been a mixture of dismissal and deflection. They argue that accepting cryptocurrency is merely embracing innovation, that all donations were legal, and that Raskin's claims are a partisan witch hunt, a digital hoax. They point out that many politicians now accept crypto donations. This, however, is a profound misdirection. The issue is not the method of payment in a vacuum. The issue is the confluence of three factors: the office of the presidency, the solicitations from foreign entities, and the deliberately opaque nature of the chosen financial vehicle. Accepting Bitcoin for a Senate campaign is one thing. Allegedly allowing it to become a preferred channel for unvetted foreign capital to influence White House policy is an existential threat to the republic. The defense tries to normalize an act that is, by its very context, extraordinary and dangerous. The implications of this unfolding story ripple outwards in every direction. For the crypto industry, it is a public relations nightmare of the highest order. For years, advocates have pitched blockchain as a tool for transparency and disintermediation, taking power from corrupt middlemen. Now their technology stands accused of being the perfect tool for the most classic venal corruption imaginable. It provides ammunition to regulators like Senator Elizabeth Warren, who have long argued that crypto is a shadow bank for criminals and rogue states. This scandal could accelerate a draconian regulatory crackdown, punishing the entire ecosystem for the alleged sins of a few powerful actors who exploited its features. For the future of political campaigns, it signals a terrifying arms race. If one side leverages crypto's opacity, the other will be forced to follow or be left behind, plunging political finance into a dark, unregulated digital wilderness. The Federal Election Commission, FEC, is already years behind, struggling to apply 20th century rules to 21st century technology. This case may force a painful and complex reckoning, but the learning curve is steep and the bad actors are already proficient. Most profoundly for the American public, this erodes the last vestiges of trust. It suggests that the levers of power are not just influenced by big money, but by invisible money. It creates a pervasive suspicion that any policy shift, any diplomatic gesture, any presidential tweet could be preceded by a silent, digital deposit from a shadowy beneficiary. This is the ultimate corruption, not just of an individual, but of the public's understanding of causality and motive in their own government. When you can't follow the money, you can't trust the decision. As the investigations continue, with subpoenas for blockchain analytics firms and demands for wallet addresses, we are witnessing a new form of forensic accounting. The immutable nature of the blockchain, ironically, may become the key to unraveling this scandal. While identities can be hidden, the transaction history cannot be deleted. Follow the crypto, as the saying goes. It may lead to damning evidence, or it may lead to dead ends obscured by layers of cryptographic mixing. Either way, the cat is out of the bag. The crypto ATM metaphor will linger because it is so viscerally correct. It portrays the presidency not as a sacred trust, but as a transactional interface, a machine where geopolitical favors are dispensed in exchange for digital cash deposits from anyone, anywhere, with no face and no name. Jamie Raskin has framed the allegation in terms the digital age can understand. The question now is whether our legal system, our media, and our public consciousness can rise to the complexity of the evidence. This is more than a scandal. It is a warning. A flashing red signal that in our rush toward a digital future, we fail to safeguard the most vulnerable point of all, the integrity of the power that guides the nation. If the White House can become an ATM, then the currency of democracy itself is under devaluation, and no blockchain in the world can restore the trust that is being spent.